place at the same starting position that we just started. That the opener there, it was, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes ago. The batteries just went. It just shut off. And I had batteries in the bag, but I thought I could squeeze in. I was just going to squeeze in the opener on there. But we didn't. The last batch of Duracells weren't really that good. But today is Tuesday. I think I got them on like Sunday. Yeah, Sunday morning. So anyway, we're back. I guess we're at the grassy knoll thing or something, like the hill, just looking at it. And again, I was talking about this one individual that I know. Again, I mean, now I have to set it all up again. I guess you have to listen to the first part of the show. This is the second part. And we also have a special here today with a stock market, like, economist expert, and said some things in there. No sense of beating around the bush, but let me have my little coffee. He was talking about capitalism. If you listen to it, mainly a lot of, what we have now, forget the capitalism for a minute, just put that on the side. But a lot, what we have today, that's why we're looking for some experts. Like, Johnny was hinting at it, that he kind of, knew something about it. But, instead, he wants to create tags over places that, I kindly was just trying to explain to him, it's just, I don't know, what is the purpose? Like, how do I gel? And especially when I'm doing this, it's like, I wouldn't say I have attention deficit disorder, but when I'm doing this, like when I just come in, it's like right now, I'm winging it. I'm all alone in this. Got to come up with it all on my own. And yesterday, I tried to say to myself, because Sunday was there, and we had no one here to talk football with. You gotta go over there, and you gotta go on somebody's wall that you're really not too comfortable of doing. Because I explained what happens. I can't stand having to explain, so I'm just done with it. I'm just done with it. Just figure it out on your own. I just like to do it here, so I'm just in control of it, because you gotta be careful when you're on here. You don't know who you're gonna run into, you don't know who you're gonna upset. Again, you don't want to step on anybody's toes, you don't want to make anyone cry, you don't want to make anyone lose any sleep, you don't want anyone to, have a bad ill towards you and all that kind of stuff. Keep it located at a certain place. You learn. You live and learn. If you like to go over, say hi to everyone, hit likes, that's fine. Talk, if you know them, talk. We tried that. We tried to break ground, and we didn't have it. We didn't get it. We even went to a lot of places. We got brushed off and everything. Yesterday we were knocking on the door with Dave and this and that. We just put a song up there. No, that don't fly either. That don't fly. And our knowledge here doesn't seem to fly. But, we work at it. If everything is unorganized and everything, everyone just thinks it's a freaking joke. They're not interested. They don't want to help. They don't want to collaborate. Just want to point the finger. Just want to say, Trump is bad. He lies. Everyone that supports him is a liar. He wants to make America white. He's a nationalist. He's this. He's that. The truth of the matter, when you hear this thing, when you hear this guy's expert, we're gonna go back down. It's never gonna rise because of the feds, because of control, because of what they do, because of the interest rate, because of taxes, because of this. When they do $1 trillion, there's a lot of things involved. But it has to come down, it has to generate higher wages. And that's what you're missing. Capitalism by itself is giving people, so they just go out and spend, just spend. They have it. It's not a hold. It's not a hold so where everyone else just continues to make money. They're smart. They know. There's so many people that are business-minded giants. Greed, it's like Mr. Potter. And yes, I was doing like a Mr. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful life thing. It's a wonderful life. And, I said to myself, I hope, my friend don't think I'm making fun of him because the character's name is George. I don't want that. I don't need that. Just like I'd like to keep it over here, and if we can get a few people, we're not looking for much. Some people come over and explain it to us. So, instead of, like I said, instead of all this fighting and saying who's this and who's that, if a socialist left takes over in 2020, do you imagine the things that they'll implement, the things that they're going to do? Healthcare. You want your healthcare. You want your open borders. You want your higher wages. You have passion for people being mistreated, but you fail to see the people around here. They don't matter. There's part of scenery like that grassy patch we've seen over there. So anyway, I visioned, this friend, because when I see him like out on the road a lot, every time I run into him, he just in his truck smiling. It reminds me of that joke like with Richard Pryor. Uncle Jerry likes Richard Pryor, and I remember he told us that joke like years ago. Maybe I swear to God, I don't know exactly what we're eating, but we're around the kitchen table at Mom's. Because he used to work in New York, and after like 4 or 5 o'clock on his way passing through, he stopped by for dinner. It was a beautiful thing with the kids. And my mom used to make a really good Southern fried chicken. I used to love that Southern fried chicken. And everything. Things were good. We're on the slippery knoll here. There are some black ice, there are some slippery patches. But anyways, he used to like that things like, Richard Pryor's like you're always happy, something. It was like a joke, like, oh yeah, I'm in my car, I'm happy, I got a big smile, I'm happy. Even I think Eddie Murphy did that too. I don't know where he got Murray from. Anyway, looking at timer, let's do a little intro on this.
Security check. A shutdown threatens hardship to many government workers for the holiday.
Oh, fear, mass hysteria, fear. Shutdown. Oh my God, the Republicans. Oh my God, they're for higher taxes. They're for open borders. They're for unresponsibility. They're for they're bad. They're for oil. They're this. They're that. You ever notice the people? It just. Again, I don't want to be, I want to be neutral in it all and all that kind of stuff, but what is the plan here? What is the plan? We know that from day one, they've been doing everything. Now they're back to collusion. For some reason, because I think that they're realizing that this ain't going to work what they're doing now. Comey was out yesterday, and he's like, I can't understand why the Republicans go out and say, just want to start fights. That's all they've been doing for the last 2 years. Just want to start fights. This is our country. What is he really doing that terrible? What is he doing that's so harmful? What is he doing so wrong? Especially when they ran on border and all that kind of stuff. You really got to have some. Because you got people here. I'm not turning my back on anybody. No, sirree. Hands in the butt. But also, it's gonna get backed up and backed up and backed up. Don't you want homes? Don't you want what do people want? I started off with the opener. Okay, people are retiring, this, that. The lifespan. They go through all kinds of stuff. Back and forth and work. Listen to a love song. Go out. Few dates, or if you're married, this, have kids, want them to do good, want them to do well, have a little house, have a little security, have safe streets, clean drinking water, this, that, and, I don't know, it's just like down the tubes. CNN got something coming up this weekend, the portrait of the American family. But we've been doing a show here, like with the fifth day of the Heart Radio Westlight, however you want to say it. Fifth Ave, this, that, I don't know. Westheimer. In our Christmas theme. I thought, well, what happened yesterday, because we have no one here for football and all that, and I'm over Rod's wall. I mean, I make sure I check, I edit it a little bit, and then I'm also, like, aware of, like, who's over there that may be seeing it. And I had this weird dream that I'm talking about stuff. I think it was, like, in 2012 when I was working at this human service place, and I used to ride my bike. On the nice days, I used to ride. It used to be great because you're preparing, because you're gonna sit, because I wanted to do like counseling and all that kind of stuff. There was just things and this was before Facebook. This was before I picked up the camera from my cousin, did me a promo thing, and I said, I mean, it's old. I mean, yes, you certainly want to do something with it, but right now what we've been doing. We've been basically trying to make a little bit of amends there, but we realize you can't go back. It's over. You have to move on. I mean, if a few people come back, I was going after one in particular because I figured monkey see, monkey do. If they add you back, you probably would get a couple more. But after further pondering upon it, it's like, all right, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. You don't want to force anybody. But I kind of got a little bit of sentimental there because some of those were my mistakes, especially to one of my pals, and his sister and all that, and a few other people. I mean, there's some that are close by that I haven't seen yet, but when I see them, I'll just explain. I mean, you weren't. It's like I was going over your wall, and you were liking everybody but mine. I'm saying, well, what am I doing here? I mean, all right. Maybe you moved on, you don't need someone like me.
Low 30s this afternoon, still breezy.
Cold little day here, but it's beautiful right now. I don't know if they're saying it's 20 or something like that, but it actually feels like 45. Seriously, we only have the heat on one. We don't even actually need it. We'll turn that off, turn down the window here a little bit, and get that breeze, man. I mean, look out. I mean, when you drive places, turn your head, just look. Look around, look around at things. I mean, really, give it a more better look than just passing by it. Just like passing by, just like the, maybe like the ending scene of Willy Loman. When he's just driving down the highway. I mean, that's eventually where we're all headed. I mean, because I'm taking care of an elderly person right now, and we're good. Well. Today's Tuesday, but we had lunch yesterday, so I guess it was whatever that show or movie was, Tuesday's Party or something like that. Well, maybe maybe I'll convince her. We'll maybe have lunch today. Maybe we'll try something different. But we got her a nice big huge sandwich and the almond joys. It felt like he was a teenager. Give her a little Pepsi or whatever, and she loved it. Got all her wits. Loves telling stories. But it's hard to be mobile. I mean, just think. I mean, she couldn't go to the market on Sunday because there's a little ice. And they got, her niece that normally takes her, I mean, it's hard, it's hard. What if she fell? I was thinking about that. I mean, we're all going to get there. I mean, just think. I mean, if we live to be 80 or whatever, 90, and by then, I mean, what is it going to be? Could you imagine what it's going to be like if we get to that point? I mean, the advancements that we made now. I mean, and the stuff that me and her discussed, is about how it's not like it was, and I don't know. There might be like a thing down the road where people just I don't know, they might want to get there. It's like it's lost in time. It's like lost in time. Again, like people just go out to eat all the time. And I guess, I mean, is it healthy? Is it? I don't know. I mean, whatever, But like in San Francisco, like I said, I was getting the batteries got turned off in the first one. We ran out, again, we brought them on Sunday morning, so we only got 2 shows out of it. Well, yes, I did some stuff yesterday because, I was just following the format. I mean, today, if Johnny's here or whoever's here, we'll come back. I just don't want to. I mean, right now, I don't care. Whatever I said on today's show, I mean, tomorrow will be a better show. I mean, right now, it's just like a setup. We fell back a little bit because we wanted to do something. We got nostalgical. We got sentimental, and we're working at like what we can do here because we realize like the situation. I mean, all dire as it may be and critical as it may be, there is always like a chance. There's a chance at it. I mean, instead of doing what they're doing, let's look at it, in terms of the reality. I mean, a lot of people say they know how to fix it. A lot of people seem to be like trying to stop somebody who fixes it. I mean, they never did anything. I mean, they were in there for what? How many years and what? What did they give us here? Other than this thing, 2 years nonstop, every day. Like Lemon this morning, he's dividing us again. He's dividing us. He's dividing us. Dividing us. Turn on the TV. Look, is that like a divide to you? People make their own choices. They go around saying the right to vote, right to vote. Vote for what? Vote for what? What? My God.
He had a song lyric in which he said, Jay-Z, you need me, I don't need you. Tell the NFL we in stadiums too. End of quote.